And welcome to the Interchange Theater, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I mean, well, you didn't have to go outside or anything, unless you are outside because it's delightful out there. So good on you. And having excellent Wi-Fi that goes outside your home. Anyway, thank you so much for logging in to watch Ex Machina here with us, the Interchange. And please, I encourage you after the show, not during, after the show, go check out the interchangetheater.com. We have all sorts of stuff there, notifying you of our upcoming shows, classes, and events. Next week, Thursday, we have a refresher course for those of you looking to brush up on your improv skills. And then in 2 weeks, on April 23rd, we have Sports Bra, a very awesome show. We'll be right here at the Interchange. So again, you can follow us online, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you can find all of our amazing events and shows and all the good stuff, interchangetheater.com, where you can also learn how to become an owner of the theater, because the great thing about the Interchange is it's a co-op, so it's owned by everybody, or it could be owned by everybody. Wink, nudge. Not those fat cats in Washington, am I right? Okay. Well, you came here to see Ex Machina, a crew that will take to the skies and explore strange new worlds and possibly destroy new civilizations. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So again, thanks so much for coming out tonight. And I'm going to throw it over to Captain Human for Ex Machina.
Good evening, Galactic Council. Thank you for finally receiving one of my reports. It has been quite a long time since the crew has received any sort of communication from you, but I would like to very much thank you for the latest stock of supplies that you transmitted over to our ship once you finally located our actual express beacon. It's been a long time since any of us have seen a mission, and we've been very, very excited for it. The crew is still adjusting to the new types of discipline that is needed for such a long mission as the one that we are on. And also, we're taking a little bit of time to get to a little bit more familiar with the representative that you've sent to keep an eye on us. And may I just say, as captain, I am definitely appreciative of the opportunity to have somebody watching over me on the ship that I'm supposed to be in charge of. Anyway, we are ready for our next assignment. My crew should be logging in to give their reports momentarily. Crew, ready room, please.
Captain?
Kitty?
How's it going?
Not bad, not bad. Thank you for joining us. This is exciting. We have some communication with the Galactic Council, so we should be able to actually get some stuff done. How is everything going in the xenobiology field?
Oh, it's great. You know, as a xenobiologist, I study strange life forms from all over the universe, and we haven't been on a planet in I don't even know how long. So I just started studying stuff around my room. I found a bookworm in one of my books, which turns out is a real actual thing. So I put that out the airlock. Probably should have saved it, but it freaked me out. It was kind of ooky. So yeah.
Excellent. Kevin.
Yeah, I've been doing some very in-depth studies on toast and toast dynamics, exploring all the possible nooks and crannies that butter and jams could get to reach maximum deliciousness, or I'm still trying to define the term for it. Absolute taste, I think, is what I'm striving for, Captain. But likewise with Kitty, I'm anxious to get onto a planet and actually do some worthwhile science.
Yeah. Kevin, was that jelly that you left all over the canteen, or was that some of just your trademark goo?
A chef never tells.
So if I ate some of it, how worried should I be?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure what your taste buds are like. You'll be fine. You'll pass it through your system. And if it's a bit of my own jelly, it'll help clean you out too. So advanced, you're welcome.
And if you're concerned, you can come see me, the medical droid. Nobody's come to visit me at all. I've just been slowly charging and perfecting my Jello shot, which is where I use Jello in syringes and just inject them into whatever.
And that's for sure Jello and not Kevin goo? Yeah, I don't like those odds.
It'll pass.
Yeah, it seems like there's more and more Kevin goo every single time we turn around, which Kevin, really. So as you can see, Galactic Council, we are ready and just biting at the bit for some sort of mission. And of course, you all know Xerxes, your representative that you sent to us. I guess, Xerxes, this would be a good time to relay any sort of reports on your observations of our crew so far.
Yes, well, Council, hello. Thank you again for giving me the opportunity to travel with the crew of the Ex Machina. I know their record as interesting. I don't like to use the word destroyer of planets, but it does seem to come up often. However, in the time I've been with them, as far as I know, they've never purposely destroyed a sentient world. So that's going well. And I think they're really taking to me. I know insectoids such as myself are not always welcomed by certain species, mammals, but I think we're really learning to get along with each other. So nothing much to report. Of course, I'll be sending all my encrypted files to the council once I finish filing them.
Encrypted files. You didn't mention anything of that when you're brief when we first brought you on board.
Well, wouldn't be very cryptic then, would it?
Suppose
Oh,
not.
It's nothing really, just boring details, you know.
All right. Well, I'm sure we'll not have that come back to bite us later. But anyway, Galactic Council, as always, we are tasked with traveling the galaxy and finding the answers to your questions. And we really would like a question from you because we really need something more to do than just sit here. So if any of you do want to log in, please send your questions into the communication channels and we will be able to address them. While we're waiting, general reports, Kevin, you've been studying the actual air quality of the ship. Has anything changed from that?
Well, there has been an uptick in air freshener. So if you've noticed a nice pine tree scent, that's you're welcome. Thought I would just kind of get the musk out of the hallways.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's something that I suppose everybody can appreciate. I just it is getting very, very thick in some of the main hallways.
Yeah, it's like walking through a forest.
Yeah, like literally.
Like the needles are in your lungs.
Yes.
It's astringent at this point. It's very, very difficult to breathe in some places.
Yeah, like a forest can be.
Yeah, like walking through a forest that will kill you if you're there for longer than 7 minutes. I timed it.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like Mac is too happy with the amount of air freshener that's running through its filters.
Everyone's a critic. I mean, if you want a different scent, I can put a different scent in the air filters.
It just dial it back just a little bit if you could. That would really, really help out as much as you can. All right. Well, crew, it looks like we do have a couple of questions coming in from the Galactic Council. How do you deal with the expected high amount of vampire lords in space? And quite frankly, that seems to be a pretty high priority mission. And I gotta say, I'm a little happy. I mean, that's an exciting one. I mean, usually we're asked something silly like, you know, why does snow or something? So we finally got an intelligent. But yeah, no, this is actually a serious thing. I've seen the space vampires. I just Kitty, what do you know about space vampires, and how worried should I be that I made direct contact with them several weeks ago?
Oh, I wish you had told me about that.
It didn't seem to mean anything at the time.
So the thing about space vampires is they're more annoying than dangerous most of the time, right? They really get into the lifestyle and the clothes and the hair and the talking about mistresses of whatever and what's such. So they can literally annoy you to death. So that's something. But have you had a physical lately? Is it possible you may have actually been bitten by a space vampire? Because the space vampire will absolutely suck your blood. 100%.
He has not had a physical recently.
I have not. I've gone straight from my room out to the shuttle, and I have been kicking out for a couple of drinks at the space bar lately, but I mean only for a couple of hours, and then I've been sending straight back. Mac's been in autopilot control this entire time. So
what have you been getting at the space bar, Captain?
Just drinks and you know, exciting tales of adventure, space adventures, the things that we used to be able to do but now we haven't in a while. Nothing, just, you know, camaraderie with other captains from the joining sectors.
The drinks that you're getting, are they full of just an obnoxious amount of garnish? Like just tons and tons of garnishes?
Oh yeah, all different kinds too. I mean, you can order them from any different type of planet. They all seem to have their own bunch of different froofy things in them.
Yeah. Is it served in a cup that we had to special order to the canteen to be able to serve it to you, like something made out of like earth copper or something?
Yes, that was something that I purchased.
Let me ask you this. Mostly pomegranate based?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just crude, would that annoy the heck out of you if you had to drink a lot of pomegranate based drinks?
I am literally shedding jelly right now, how infuriated I am.
Yeah.
I don't drink, but I'm just gauging the room, so I'm going to say yes.
Well, I think that maybe you've been exposed to space vampires, and to get to the bottom of this, I mean, we are actually still within a day's traveling distance of the planet, so we can go back down and check it out if you want.
Oh yeah, no, it's the moon. You got to go to the moon that's orbiting around the planet. That's where the space bar is.
On the other side of the moon.
Yeah, and guys, I hope that you're not mad that I didn't invite you. I just, you know, we've all been cooped up in this ship so long.
Well, in the future, I would appreciate you informing me of any contacts you may make with other species or, you know, vampires. Did the vampire tell you he was a vampire? Was he like captain of a vampire ship?
He did. Yeah, no, he literally did not stop talking about being a vampire. That's how why it was so enthralling the entire time. And
you were enthralled by the vampire?
I was enthralled by his story.
Oh, okay.
And not his eyes or his hair.
Or how glittery he was?
He was pretty glittery. I noticed that, but I mean,
shiny.
You know, it's an alien space bar. Half the people there are shiny and glittery.
That's true.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna go get my reports together. Let me know what you need, Captain.
Okay. If you have just a couple of extra little, you know, pomegranate berries, maybe a small umbrella, I'm starting to kind of get a little bit of an itch. If you have any laying around, just let me know. That would be great.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you.
Some preemptive medical supplies for everyone who's going down to the planet to make them immune.
Sounds good.
I'm going to lock up my silk shirts before you steal them for your weird friends.
They're not my. Well, this is not how I imagine this mission to start.
I'm just gonna go file some reports.
Well, I suppose everyone has something to do. All right. Hey, Mac, you want to set it on autopilot? I'm heading out for a little while.
Later at the vampire bar. Oh, hey, Miranda. Miranda, you have to speak on the human plane or I won't be able to hear you.
Hi. You look so morose today.
Oh my gosh, I just can't with anything, you know?
Yes. It's like I've been around forever. Get on my level, you know?
I know. I keep trying to tell my parents the exact same thing, and I just feel like they don't understand me at all.
Like, it's like nobody knows what we're feeling right now. Anyone ever.
I know. I wrote some more poetry about it, and then I burned it.
That's so hardcore.
Yeah, I know. Oh, look who it is.
Hey, I told you if you keep burning your poetry, I'm not going to know how you feel. Ever.
Maybe I don't want you to know how I feel through my words. Maybe I want you to just know from being around me.
Get on our level.
Yeah. It's like sometimes, Dirk, I don't even think you feel sad.
What if I'm not?
I'm pretty sure it's a prerequisite for being a vampire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Everyone knows that the vampires are a morose and sad people.
Yeah, but also very deep and just like a lot smarter than everybody else at our school.
Tell me about it.
Plus, like our music is like so much more deep, right? Like it's not so poppy, it's much more like about something.
Yeah, right. It's got purpose and meaning.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if you guys heard the new album that just came out. It's based on like some fables or something. It's so amazing.
Dope.
I would say I love fables, but I'm not sure how to feel about them.
I mean, you're allowed to love things as long as you do so, like knowing that it could never work.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You guys, do you think that like Captain or whatever will be here this week? I missed him.
He was like the most interesting and at the same time couldn't understand him at all.
I know he had so much like life.
You guys think we should bite him finally?
Oh my gosh, I've been working on my biting. I think we should bite him.
I think that's a great idea.
Oh my god, Miranda, you always think we should bite him.
I just can't help it. I'm really thirsty all the time.
You're the worst, to say the least.
I would say you're the worst, but I don't know how to feel about you. Oh my god.
Oh my god, you guys in here.
Hey,
Hey.
guys. It's good to see you again. Hey, how's adventures, right?
Yeah, adventures are good as long as you're like sad about them.
Right. And they're like always end with like so much death and chaos and destruction. Because that's just inevitable.
Yeah, it's really sad when everything dies in the end.
Yeah, it sure is. Sure is sad. It's not something that you want to avoid. And I know how that is. I got a lot of death that trails behind me.
Oh my god.
That's the best.
You know, I really got to say, I like it here a lot with you guys. So,
Stop, Captain. Can you hear me in your earpiece?
yeah,
It's Xerxes.
yeah. Uh-huh. Anyway, hey, what about a drink, huh? Something, whatever. Dealer's choice. You bring it up. I've really been asking for, been really wanting a good something to suck on, something to suck down, something.
Yes, work your way into their confidence.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
We're drinking the blood of the innocent tonight. It's basically a spritzer with some pomegranate juice and some sliced up rhubarb
All
syrup.
right, that sounds fantastic. Why don't you make it a double? Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, I'll go get
I put grenadine in mine, but I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Way out there.
Yeah. So
Them talking. Good.
keep
They like sucking things. They like sucking blood. Talk about sucking things. How you enjoy piercing flesh with your mouthpiece. Maybe this is more of a me thing. I'm sorry.
so you guys got any new morbid tales of tragedy and destruction?
Yes. Like the biggest tragedy is my social life. But like the second biggest tragedy is like my parents don't get me. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can say some more about that.
Yeah. No, that's
Dr. Kitty was right. They're so annoying.
I know. So hey, no, it's yeah, I feel you. I definitely.
Seek out their lord, their edge lord. You must find the vampire lord.
Yeah. Hey guys, this is really cool, but I was really kind of hoping to speak with your captain, really kind of share some of those old stories, like the last time I was here.
Oh yeah, you want to talk to our captain?
Yeah, your head honcho. Do you call him a captain?
I call him Uncle Roy.
Uncle Roy. There you go. All right.
Hey, my ears are burning.
Oh, there you are. I was hoping that you were here. It's been it's you. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah. I just I wanted to share some more stories. I wanted to keep talking. We had such a good conversation last time. I wanted to hear more about
Yes.
it.
You were telling me the story about how you destroyed that planet of bird people.
Yes.
Did what?
Classic.
When
Yeah,
was this?
that was
Is that in my files?
that was 3-4 years ago. That was a harrowing adventure. We tried to get out, but all of the bird people tried to eat us, so we had to essentially fry them all up by exploding their planet. It was quite an adventure. But enough about my atrocities. I don't want to feel the burden of that grief too much.
Oh, you need to like embrace that and embody it.
Go darker,
Yeah.
Captain, just keep
Yes.
on the edge.
For example, we've decided to take down this spaceship that keeps coming over to our moon.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yes.
you don't say. What? Tell me more about that. That seems very, very dark.
It keeps
Meanwhile, on
blocking.
the ship,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is not going good.
what's not going good?
I'm talking to the captain down on the planet. He's infiltrated their ranks.
Yeah, you know what I infiltrated? your secret encrypted logs.
Yeah, it was a pretty easy code. You
Yeah.
have the coder ring on your desk, set to where it needs to be.
That's not the point. I'll work on my operational security. The point is the captain has gone down to the planet.
The captain can wait, okay? I know we treat you like a jerk, but you know what? You think we're jerks, and that hurts my feelings.
I
Sir,
don't have feelings, but I'm reading the room and I feel like I should also act upset.
you should act upset.
I'm doing
Well, okay, if I can just explain. When you saw the word jerk, that was spelled with a GH, correct?
Yes, yes.
Yes, you see, that's what it is. See, that's slang back at the Capitol for some really honest and enjoyable people. You see, it's actually pronounced gurk.
Okay, okay.
not
And
upset, but I
fine.
think like we should just be annoyed.
yeah, and I also see here that you called me a shithead, but you spelled it with a ZH.
Right, it's a jute head, and that's a jute is a brain. You see, in some of the dialects, and so it's a big brain. So you've got a big brain. I'm saying you're very smart, Kevin.
Okay,
I mean-
okay. Well, what about this? You said Dr. Kitty Knows-It-All smells, but you only used one L.
Oh, I think that was a typo. I do find her scent just, it's a mammal thing. I'm trying to work through it.
All right, I got my own issue here. You list everyone on the ship, including the ship, and then me last every time about everything.
Ooh.
It is not alphabetical. What's going on?
Well, it's more in terms of trying to group you biologically. We've got, the two Earthlings,
Mm-hmm. All right.
and then Kevin is next, and he's not an Earthling, a human. And well, I wouldn't file a report on myself. And then it's the artificial intelligences, androids, whatever you like to be called. I'm not. There's a lot of different terms, and I'm not always up on them. But anyway, it's just it doesn't mean anything. The order, and besides, you're not really as much of a problem. You're actually very helpful. Not that the others aren't helpful, but you're more helpful.
She is the least helpful member of the crew, and I want you to remember that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the space pod. So that's how I ended up in galactic prison before they chained me to this command.
That's very fascinating.
Mhm.
Please tell me more about being on a ship and perhaps any weaknesses in the defenses of said ship.
Oh, well, that's a sensitive subject. I want to hear more about all of the strategies and the plans and machinations that you guys have going on. I mean, you're a full-on vampire. You said so.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, captain to captain, come on.
I'm actually a snake person.
What is a sneak person?
What I am.
Right. That's,
Um,
are there more than just you?
well, okay, so this that you see here,
Uh,
like a suit that I'm wearing, underneath it, snakes.
like a whole bunch of snakes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So are you?
Yeah.
Are you vampire snakes?
Well, here's the thing. These vampire kids,
Mm.
at the brightest. At the brightest.
Yeah, I've gathered that.
So I came in here one day and I was drinking some blood out of like a vole or something that I had killed. And they came in and they're like, "Oh my gosh, is that pineapple teeny or whatever they call it?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's That's what it is. So I just started hanging out with them. And I'm pretty sure I can get them like do crime stuff.
Yeah, I mean, just walking in, you de facto were kind of like the leader of the whole bunch. Was you could
Yeah.
really kind of tell, like you just hold sway, which I gotta
Yeah.
say, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I mean, I literally sway because again, from here down, just all snakes.
Right, snakes. Yeah,
Yeah.
which I have to be honest with you, never experienced or even knew that life form type existed. But then again, I've never been a really big study of it. So you're not actually like you could go outside in the sun if you wanted to and not be.
Well, if I needed to warm up my body temperature, I would definitely like lay on a rock.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But not the vampire kids.
Well, they can go out in the sunlight. They just don't like to because they get sweaty.
Oh. So they're not really like vampires.
I mean, no, I mean they are, but like it's mostly just like a complaint. One of them is like a sun allergy. They get sneezy or whatever.
Yeah. I've noted. I don't know. Maybe I was just way more drunk the last time I was here. But like their stories were way more tragic last time.
Yeah.
This time it's just minor gripes about little things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. Every one of
Mm.
those stories they told you was either false or something that I told them. It's not easy to be a snake person, especially considering my entire species is on like my person right now.
You're your entire species.
I'm all of the snake people. So my plan is going to take over this moon, right?
Mhm.
Just like be in charge of this moon,
Yeah.
as it like just overrun it with my snake kin, my snake family, and then blow up that ship. It keeps for me it's blocking out the sunlight, and like if I don't get enough sun in the afternoons, I just go to sleep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I wish you all the best of luck on that. I only got a couple minutes before I got to get
Oh,
back.
Hey,
Pineapple teeny, and I got your Blood of the Innocent double. Hey,
Thank you.
come back to our place later. I was talking to my friends, and they're like, "He's cool."
Oh wow.
thank
Hey.
you.
Yeah, we think that like you could be one of us.
You think so, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
you're cool.
Wow. I just by calling me cool, that's
I'm
very enticing. Yeah, no, that I say I'm up for it. Why not? Let's go and do that. That sounds.
when I called the captain an asshole, I didn't mean. Oh, sorry, Captain. Have you found the Vampire Lord yet?
Yes. I definitely think that would be a good plan to take care of affirmatively, and
Good. All right. What I need you to do now, you need to extract yourself. You need to be as uncool as possible.
right.
Uncool as possible.
Yeah, but you know, before we do that, I did want to kind of just mention. I mean, just kind of like you guys. You ever think about like building code or
Oh, yes, good.
you know,
Back on the ship. You know what,
Wow,
Xerxes?
what?
I'm double pissed off at you because after I was done rummaging through your reports of us, you know what I found in your room? My sock. Why are you studying my socks, man?
That's a sock?
Yeah, it's an ordinary Kevin sock.
I didn't know your species wears those.
Oh, you hear that? Your species wears those.
Yeah,
I
just thought there's so much goo on you.
Yeah, how do you think I hold it in, man? Socks.
Oh. Well, I just thought it was interesting, so I thought I'd collect it. I like to collect things sometimes and, spin them up in my, lair, a room. Let's call it my quarters. And just sort of examine them and learn from them. But not like in a weird way.
Oh, yeah, because no, that doesn't sound weird. I'm glad you clarified.
Zap zap, Kevin.
Yeah, Kitty.
Kevin, it's Kitty. In the captain's absence, you're like supposed to be watching the ship, right?
Well, I'm doing a job of watching the ship. Like,
Have
I'm
you looked
looking out-
outside recently? Like maybe on like the front like view screen or anything like that? Have you looked at an external view of the ship recently?
Oh God, fine, Kitty. I'm looking outside. Okay, there's a big ball of snakes that's headed right for us that wants to destroy the ship.
Okay, just break that down. What did you just say?
A big ball of snakes wants to destroy the ship.
Okay, I'm gonna let that sink in,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna let you do what you need to do.
Xerxes thinks you smell, by the way, Kitty. Did you know that?
Yeah,
I'd be
well,
upset.
Xerxes rhymes with Xerxes for a reason. Can you deal with the snake, please?
She called you a jerk.
I called you a Xerxes. It's funnier that way.
It is funny.
Zip, zap, zop, Kevin. This is the captain. Zip, zap, zop.
Yeah, Captain.
Hey, Captain. Captain. Instead, I should say, you've been steering the ship, right?
Okay, I'm balancing a lot of stuff right now, Captain.
Right, sure. But Mac has sent you a couple of boop alarms, I'm assuming, at this point. Look, I got to level with you. I was trying to talk down this snake lady in the space bar, but she kind of got a little bored of my stories and decided to just go ahead with her daily task, which include blowing up the ship that you are on right now. So I would suggest maybe turning on our defenses or possibly like moving so that the sun is all of a sudden casting her in a shadow, because apparently that makes her fall asleep. Anyway, you could also beam me back on board because quite frankly, these vampire kids are annoying as shit. Yes, I know. I'm talking into my lapel. It's super cool. Kevin
You're
Ziggy.
having a good time, though, Captain.
No, I'm not having a good time. I really regret every single choice that I made walking in here. If you could please just get me back to the ship. Yes, no, it's totally that. You know, your dad is
Captain guy, we can totally hear you talking into that thing, and you were very rude about us. I'm gonna write a poem about it and set it to my acoustic guitar.
all
Get him
right.
out
Well,
of there. Get him out of there. This sounds
Okay.
horrible.
that's fine. I really don't care. And honestly, all your candles are far too close and dangerous to the curtains.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to beam you out of there, Captain.
Thank you, Kevin.
EpiPen in your arm.
Ah.
It's mostly garlic. You should be fine in a couple days.
Yeah, no, that burns, but thank you, Doc, that was appreciated. All right, so Kevin, our defense is up because we still have a big ball of snake lady that's flying towards us.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, if that's not going to be a jerk move, right, Xerxes? It's
Okay,
gonna be too
you know
smelly.
what? You smell fine.
Thank
It's
you.
just a lot of goo.
What
No one else is creeped out by the goo?
No, of course, we're all creeped out by the goo, Cricket, but right now we have to put our priorities straight, and it's not talking about all the different smells. It is taking care of the big, giant snake ball lady that's flying towards us, which, Mac, do we have a proximity sensation on how close she is?
Yeah, he said right in the same room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on your ship now. You wouldn't believe how easy it is for a snake to get in your vents. Like, I don't know if you've ever
Vents.
seen like photos from people who live in Earth, Australia, but snakes will just like, I came in through the toilet.
Hmm.
Ooh, I haven't tried that.
All right.
So anyway, half of my snake people are working on your outer defenses, and then I've got the rest just kind of going through the ship. But snakes like breathe through their mouths, and a real taste of pine in this air. Just really there's like a forest like farted in this place.
Keep
Yeah,
the snake occupied, Captain. I'll increase the pine scent.
Good idea. So hey, you know what? I know how that feels. You're just walking right into a pine forest. Yeah, that's
strong.
terrible. Yeah, that's well, hey, anyway, you know, that's congratulations on boarding my ship. Surprise, you figured out my riddle. This is literally my ship, the one that you kept on talking about destroying.
Yeah, this is. Oh, I didn't put two and two together. That was your ship.
Yeah. You know, intergalactic stranger from another planet all of a sudden shows up, and there's a big ship floating in the sky that's Usually the two go together, but it's fine. It's fine.
A lot of my brain capacity is just used to like keep all the snakes in the suit, to be honest.
Right, right.
It's a
Increasing pine
really
levels
smelly.
200%.
It's really smelly, and I rolled through some goo, earlier. I don't know if it was like a gelatin like substance, but it was very like spicy. That's a word.
Oh, you ate some? Oh, you should have ate that.
Well, it kind of went in through my skin. I kind of absorbed it a little bit.
Oh, you touched it? Yeah, you shouldn't have touched that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be really acidic for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, this pine scent is really just. Is there something wrong?
No, it's just kind of the way it is. I'm gonna, you know what? I think I can help. I'm just gonna shift my planet over. I'm gonna get it out of the sun's rays, just put us kind of casting us in shadow behind the moon. You know, it'll look like the sun's gone away, but it's not. It's just behind that ball of rock there. So it's gonna get nice and dark. That may help.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I told you, but like my brain runs all the snakes, but if the other snakes get tired, then I just get real.
Yeah, no, I remember you saying that. And you know what? I think also maybe I'll just have Mac play some pleasant beat boops in the background.
Get real sleepy.
Yeah,
And
just
I'll speak a little bit of your language, but in soothing tones.
mhm.
Really, how do you know our lullabies? It's really, let's gonna lay down on this goo. It smells.
Don't
Like,
touch the goo. You shouldn't touch the silk.
there's so much goo.
There's a lot of it. There's just
Goo.
oh.
Take a little test with that.
Yeah, well, we told her not to touch the goo.
What is that?
Okay, well, hey, you know what? I think emergency averted. So ship Matt, can you do a quick scan on the outside? What's happening with the snakes out on the hull? Medical droid, is there any concern that we should have of these snakes in the hallway?
In the hallway, no. I think they're gonna track through as much of Kevin's stuff as possible. I was just thinking, why don't we turn the reflector shields on, just kind of blast that sun at that side of the moon, and just get rid of the vampires altogether. Just like, since we're doing it.
Well, I mean, that would be.
I mean, they're already dead, so we're not really killing them.
Just doing a bit of cleanup.
Yeah.
Oh.
True.
And making that moon a better place, because, come on.
Yeah, really.
You're like,
and you're not blowing up the planet itself.
Yeah,
you're just sterilizing it.
We're just warming it up. Well, let's jettison the snakes out for sure. And you know, I don't want to destroy that planet. As annoying as those little vampire kids were, they were just lost souls.
Sure.
I understand that a little bit now, I think.
In this room, I'll just open the hatches. We'll get all of the snakes out and all of the stink out, like opening the windows, but stay in this room so you don't get sucked out and get turned inside out. All right?
Sure. Yep. No, that works.
Hey, Xerxes, I want to apologize. If you hadn't taken my sock, I wouldn't have been able to track so much goo around the ship, and then our snake friend wouldn't have stepped in it and died. So
that's very kind of you, Kevin. I'm sorry I said things that behind your back, and in the future, any unpleasantness that I think about you, I will just say directly to your face.
Now, that's the way we're supposed to run it on the ship. Is zip zap zap? Yes, Kitty.
Yeah. Did you just open the hatches?
Well, technically, Doc did, but yeah.
Okay. So I wasn't on the open channel. I didn't know about that, and so I was soldering some of the snake holes shut to try to keep them from coming in the vents. And so the torch I was using got sucked out of my hands. Luckily, I didn't get sucked out of the air hold, and it combined with all of that pine sol type gas that we.
Oh,
But basically, we just blew up that moon.
every time.
Oh.
Time.
That's
I mean, if somebody would have warned me, I would have, put it away. But
Whoa, look out the window. It's like fireworks.
oh, that is very pretty. Yeah.
It's beautiful. It really is.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think I owe everybody. Is everyone on the open channel? 'Cause I feel like I owe all of you an apology too. I'm sorry that I was running out. I kind of feel a little childish now that I think about it. I mean, really, all I was doing was just trying to get a little bit of an adventure, and honestly, like, just being with you as a crew is adventure enough. And I hope that you guys can forgive me. And if it's all right, I'd like to make it up to you by showing you a little recipe I picked up on a now scorched moon. Who's up for some virgin blood, huh?
This alien.
I don't have feelings and I can't ingest, but I'm reading the room and I have mixed feelings about it.
Excellent. All right. Well,
As long as I can suck it out of something.
we can do that. We can do that.
anything that gets that Kevin goo I ate taste out of my mouth, I'll try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Kitty, by the way, did you happen to catalog or notice any of those snakes while they're flying past the airlock or cleaning up afterwards?
Yeah, I mean, I got some records on them. Why?
Well, when I was talking with this space lady, apparently that was the entire species of that sentient snake. So you can just log them as extinct.
Cool.
I have a tube of their DNA mixed with Kevin's. I'll save that. I'll save that for later.
That'll be
I
interesting.
might throw it or something someday.
Yeah, that'll be
Fun.
fun. That'll be fun. All right. Well, Galactic Council, I believe we may have found the solution to your question. How do we plan on dealing with the expected high amount of vampire lords in space? Really, just don't listen to them and you should be fine. And if you are looking for some morbid, sad stories, just hang around with the people you know. It's a lot better. But if you really want to deal with them, apparently a blowtorch and a bunch of pine sol aerosol into their atmosphere will also do the job just well. Until next time, scientists and Galactic Council and everybody else, this is Captain Human from the Ex Machina, signing off. Kevin, you really do have to kind of clean stuff up, by the way. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in tonight and hanging out with the crew of the Ex Machina. Hope you had a good time. We sure did. It's always fun to discover what we're going to blow up next. So again, thank you so much. Again, you can follow the Interchange online, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and you can find out more about the theater at interchangetheater.com, where you can learn about upcoming shows. We have open jams, and you can learn how to become an owner of the theater. Be part of the dream. Again, interchangetheater.com, and have a good night.